Imagine a scenario where the cost of life-saving medications skyrockets, leaving patients in a lurch. That's the potential reality if a new tariff policy goes into effect. President Donald Trump has announced a bold and controversial move. Starting October 1st, the U.S. will slap a 100% tariff on all branded or patented pharmaceutical products entering the country, unless drug companies build manufacturing plants on American soil. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. This policy isn't just about tariffs. It's a strategic push to reshore drug manufacturing, a sector that has seen a dramatic decline in domestic production over the past few decades. Is this a much-needed revival of American industry, or a risky gamble with patient access to medications? Trump's announcement, made on Truth Social, comes with a crucial exemption. Companies already constructing drug manufacturing plants in the U.S. will be spared the hefty tariff. This includes projects that have broken ground or are under construction. The president's aim is clear: incentivize pharmaceutical giants like Eli Lilly, Johnson & Johnson, and AbbVie to bring production back home. These companies are already making strides in this direction. But the tariff adds a new layer of urgency and controversy. But here's where it gets controversial. While the policy aims to boost domestic manufacturing, critics argue it could disrupt the global drug supply chain, drive up costs for patients, and even exacerbate medication shortages. In 2024, U.S. pharmaceutical imports nearly tripled to $213 billion compared to a decade earlier, highlighting the nation's heavy reliance on foreign-made drugs. The Trump administration's Section 232 investigation into pharmaceutical imports, initiated in April, frames this as a national security issue. Yet many in the industry warn that tariffs could have unintended consequences, such as diverting capital from innovation and investment in reshoring efforts. Eli Lilly, in public comments to the government, cautioned that tariffs would force manufacturers to redirect funds to offset the financial impact, potentially stifling innovation. This sentiment was echoed by hundreds of comments submitted to the Department of Commerce during its investigation. Health policy experts, like Lee Purvis of AARP's Public Policy Institute, worry about the ripple effects on prescription drug prices, which are already a pressing concern for many Americans. Purvis pointed out that generic drugs, in particular, could face profitability challenges leading to market withdrawals. And this is the part most people miss. The 100% tariff is just the latest in a series of aggressive moves by the Trump administration to reshape global trade dynamics. Earlier, Trump had floated the idea of tariffs as high as 250% on pharmaceuticals, though the current rate is significantly lower. This comes on the heels of other contentious policies, such as the proposed drug pricing reforms and the overhaul at the Department of Health and Human Services under Robert F. Kennedy, Jr., a prominent vaccine skeptic. Together, these measures paint a picture of a government willing to take bold and potentially divisive steps to achieve its goals. The pharmaceutical industry is already reeling from these changes, with companies like J&J announcing a $55 billion investment in U.S. manufacturing, research, and development over the next 4 years. However, analysts caution that reshoring production is no small feat. BMO Capital Markets analyst Evan Seigerman noted that global pharmaceutical supply chains are incredibly complex, making it difficult and costly to relocate manufacturing. He predicts that many companies may delay major decisions until after Trump's presidency, hoping for a more stable policy environment. Here's the burning question. Will this tariff policy achieve its intended goal of revitalizing U.S. drug manufacturing, or will it backfire, leaving patients and the industry worse off? J&J CEO Joaquin Duato warned that tariffs could disrupt supply chains and lead to shortages, suggesting that favorable tax policies might be a more effective approach. Meanwhile, companies like Novartis and Roche, with fewer U.S. manufacturing sites, may face greater challenges compared to their U.S.-based counterparts. As the debate heats up, one thing is clear. This policy is a high-stakes gamble with far-reaching implications. What do you think? Is Trump's tariff policy a necessary step to strengthen U.S. manufacturing, or a risky move that could harm patients and the pharmaceutical industry? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's spark a conversation.